Hi there, and welcome to the MFTV YouTube channel. I'm Janette Kausen, and I thank you for joining me today as I guest with our friends, talented designers, and illustrators here at My Favorite Things. This video tutorial features the Mod Bird stamp set and a sentiment set, Sassy Pants Best Friends. Both stamp sets are a part of the September 2018 release. Mod Birds describes itself pretty well. Modern birds, totally cool for masculine and feminine projects. This sentiment set though, oh my gosh, I just had to have it. It's all great to give a friend happy mail, but when the wording feels like it defines your friendships, there's something extra about it. It totally ramps up the sentiment value a notch. Let's talk about card challenges. Did you know that MFT has several? Two that I'm inspired by this week are a weekly sketch challenge where a layout is provided as a guideline every Wednesday, and a color challenge where the color scheme is provided every second and fourth Thursday of the month. As I created this project, these were the current challenges. Head to cardchallenges.com to find out the current MFT sketch, color, blueprint, and birthday project challenges to see what they're up to this week. A random winner of each challenge receives a $50 MFT cash gift voucher for the MFT boutique. I don't have the exact colors of this color challenge, but that's okay. The colors are a guideline, not a rule. I'm replacing Blue Yonder with Cornflower and Craft with Biscotti. I do have the recommended Blue Breeze and Persimmon. I love this color scheme together. Experimenting with color palettes is a great way to stretch your creative boundaries. So I'm channeling my inner May Park here and creating a one-layer shaped background. I'm just creating a rectangle, but this idea works with any shape. I'm using a T-square and a pencil to lightly mark a 1/2 inch border on the top and sides of a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card panel. Once I've made tiny tick marks, I lightly draw solid lines to define the rectangle. I plan to place my sentiment at the bottom as guided by the sketch challenge, so I'm popping that roughly in place as a reference to where the bottom line of my rectangle should be. Next, begin filling in the rectangle with leaves and flowers from the Mod Bird stamp set. Don't worry if the designs don't nest together perfectly. With this technique, they really don't have to. I just filled in the area as best I could, alternating colors between Cornflower, Blue Breeze, and Biscotti. I kept each leaf and flower mounted to their own acrylic block for convenience. Do be sure to clean the stamp when going from a dark ink color to a light ink color to avoid color contamination. I've sped this up quite a bit so you can see the evolution, but not be bored by the monotony of repeated tasks. Continue to fill the area staying inside the lines and then go back in and add extreme black accents with the coordinating stamps from the set. I've used the flower ring, center dot, and leaf outline, and this cool little dot grouping. Working from the larger designs to the smaller designs can help fill up the space evenly. I even used the single dot to create groups of 3 throughout the rectangle. As you can see, the right side of my panel looks a little light, nothing to worry about. I'll get that all filled in as we work down through the element sizes with this forgiving technique. It hides a myriad of flaws. I even have a couple of overlaps, but I'm not worried about it. Once the spaces are filled in with the larger designs, it's time to come in with the little guys to really define the shape. It's okay to look like a hot mess at this point. I used E31, B37, and B93 Copic marker colors to match the ink colors I stamped with. The markers are just fitted with the standard brush nib that they come with, nothing special. Use just the tips to add single dots of color to further fill in the design. My dots are not exactly uniform, and I think that adds charm. Think of this technique as like adding rocks to a jar, then pebbles, then sand. It's the same idea. When finished filling in the rectangle, use a white eraser to remove all of the pencil lines. So satisfying. I love this part. Then I place my panel into a Misty and stamp the Sassy Pants Best Friend sentiment in extreme black. Next, stamp a Mod Bird, also in extreme black, onto a scratch piece of cardstock. He's just a little guy and he'll fit about anywhere. I stamped several, 2 reasons really. 1, in case I mess up, and it happens. And 2, my little people love to use the leftovers to create cards, dioramas, and somehow all these little critters end up in the Lego houses. Then I'm using Persimmon ink for the color layering portion of the Mod Bird. There are 4 birds to choose from, but I'm just using this guy today. Then I will cut you. And by cut you, I mean die cut Mr. Birdie here. Add a bit of dimensional adhesive to the back and pop him on the card. Adhere the finished panel to a folded card base and voila, complete! If this project has inspired you to create, tag myself, Janette Kausen, and MFT Stamps on social media. We'd love to see what you're up to, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.